So where did the idea for this game come from originally? Did it come from you guys, or did Star Trek approach you guys?
We approached them. The idea came from experimentation that we were doing in social gameplay in video games. That we had a team that was prototyping different ideas for bringing different kinds of social experiences to video games that we've never been able to achieve before. And we had some experimentation with social VR, with the sense of being in another place with other people in VR. That we were really successful with. It was like there was something magical about social VR. And so we were brainstorming different ideas of, okay, so we can put you in a world with somebody and you feel like you're there with them, but now what world would you want to inhabit together? And so one of the first things that came to mind was Star Trek. Wouldn't people love to be in the world of Star Trek together? And we thought it was going to be a bit of a long shot, actually. But we approached CBS about it and said, hey, we have this technology. We would love to create a Star Trek game. They were excited about it too. And so we kicked off a partnership, and we've been working with them ever since.
Awesome. Now, what are some of the difficulties you've come across with building a social VR game?
Well, there's a lot of challenges inherent in just VR. You know, VR is really new as a consumer platform. So we're learning a lot there. I think everybody working in VR is learning a lot too. But we've added on this additional challenge that we want to put people in VR worlds together. And part of that challenge is just convincing you that the avatar sitting across from you is a real person. Or believable enough that you forget that they're an in-game avatar. And the magic ingredients are matching what their head is doing, where they're looking, where their eyes are probably looking. We can't actually track their eyes, so we have to animate eyes in a really plausible way, make our best guess of what their eyes are looking at. And then we've recently been bringing the hands into the mix, so you can get more body language. And we've also developed technology for analyzing your voice and animating your face based on how you're talking. And these three things together, when we put you in a room with your avatar in a room with another avatar, and you see their head moving, you see their face animating as they talk, and you get a sense that that's real body language and real speech. That's not just a voice in a chat channel or something. That's a person, and something clicks. You feel like you are somewhere with another person. And the magic for us is that changes the way people act in games. They act like they're in a room with a person. And for a game like Star Trek Bridge Crew, we see the level of cooperation just goes up in a way that wouldn't work in another game format. Because people, when they're playing more anonymously, say over the internet, they don't behave the way they do face-to-face with real people. But when you feel like you're face-to-face with someone, you act like you're face-to-face with them. And it brings a new level of excitement to the experience.
Awesome. Now, what did you folks do to create an immersive experience for this game?
Well, of course, we needed to give you a sense that you're really inhabiting the world of Star Trek. So I've talked about the avatars and bringing them to life, but an equally important part was making you feel like you're on the bridge of a starship. So CBS has been a huge help with that, of getting us resources, getting us reference photography and blueprints and everything we could ask for to recreate the look of a starship bridge. And our artists were just delighted. They got this treasure trove of materials to work with. But it's not just about the look. We've also found that the sound is equally important in VR. When you turn your head around, we need the sound to match, to spatialize it perfectly and make it really feel like you're there just because it sounds like you're there too. So our audio team has done an amazing job of adapting assets from Star Trek canon, from the films and so forth, and bringing them into this spatialized audio environment so that before the game even begins, you're just sitting on the bridge, looking around and listening, and you're there.
Now, my last question is, why are games or just media important to keep Star Trek alive in people's minds?
Well, in part, I don't think there's a challenge keeping Star Trek alive in people's minds. I mean, it's been going for 50 years. It's an amazing franchise. But this is a new opportunity to do things with Star Trek that have never been done before. To let people feel like they're actually on the bridge of a starship. It's a fantasy that Star Trek fans have had for, oh gosh, how long now? It was a fantasy of mine when I was a little kid. And now I'm helping bring it to life. I get to live it. I get to help other people live it too. So maybe we're reinvigorating the brand, but I don't want to take too much credit because Star Trek is a vital, living franchise with so many fans. Now there's new movies, and of course now we're bringing it to VR. It's going strong.